Hello friends. In the last video, we discussed cost accounting continuum maturity level number 1 and its relationship with our cost audit and its reporting mechanism. Today, we are going to go for the next level, which is also getting it related with the cost audit and the overall cost accounting methodology. The difference between maturity level 1 and today what we are going to discuss between maturity level 2 is that there is an element of scientific and rational segregation of time costs and the value mapping. How is that in the model number 1, what our complete focus is on accumulation of the cost for the various products and services. Now, I'm not saying that it might not be done in a scientific or a rational manner, but the focus is on accumulation. But in cost accounting maturity model number 2, what we are discussing today is that from here onwards, we are going to build up a structure which will be of great use in future for various other purposes and creation of value matrix and then the decision making matrix. Now here what we try to do is that we take the equation of value mapping or the value stream mapping with the processes. That is, you can also call it a process costing, where we are going to have a time sequencing of the product processes and then assign to them the value streaming by putting the values there and then determining the cost. What happens actually is during this process that we come to know that how the product process is moving. Let us say as an example that there are 3 processes involved in any product or service. X, Y, Z. Now, how do we sequence that? Whether the X is going to come first, or Z is going to come first, or Y is going to come first. Once we put that sequence in order, because that sequence here means that how the input is moving towards its final output, and in the way whichever comes first becomes X or A, the next one becomes Y or B, and the next one becomes Z or C. What we are trying to do is that from time X to time Y, these are linked processes and we call them process costing. And then we assign the value mapping to these processes to calculate our cost. In many of the places, you might have heard the term throughput accounting or lean accounting. These are basically based upon this structure. And the best part of the structure is that if you put this structure and link it with the customers, you will very well be able to understand that which process value or the cost or the activity is relatable with that customer or is not relatable with the person. For a simple example, let us say XYZ, maybe the Y is not relatable to the customer. So therefore, even though we try to bring in this process costing there, we can understand. That means we get an insight that how my cost build up or the cost mapping is taking place or the values are getting incorporated into my value chain. So the difference between model number 1 and model number 2 is basically the scientific way of rationalizing and sequencing the flow of products from input to output and assigning and mapping the values thereof. At a stage and in phase 2, if we relate it with the customers, we can very well find out that what is that value which is not relatable to a customer, and that can be eliminated. So a very interesting focus comes on when we are giving our reports to or preparing the reports under the cost audit, possibly because everyone wants to have a value addition. And remember one thing, even in model number 1 we can prepare the report, even with the model number 2 we can prepare the report. Adoption of any one of them is perfectly valid as per cost accounting standards. The only difference is that in model number 2 you reach to a new level and you create a value for your assignment and then report your things accordingly. So every level, whenever we are going to talk from level number 1 and we will go, as I said, to level number 12, we will be able to understand that how a cost structure build-up can be beneficial to the industry, can be beneficial to each one of us, and we can add value and create profit for the organization, and how we can, as a cost accountant, become relevant for everyone. So once again, the difference I'm repeating for the even at the sake of repeating, that please understand, the continuum model means that it's not that it's a perfect this thing. Remember the model number 1 and the D concept. Even in the process costing, you can call it a throughput accounting, you can call it a lean accounting. Here also, we have to continuously keep improving even on each of the processes involved. And because why I'm saying this is that don't forget at any time that whichever level we are talking about, they are also standalone and also linked with the value chain. So everything needs to be relooked and reworked, and continuous improvement is the call to be taken at every stage. The difference between 1 and 2 is that here, first time, we are starting to build up a model based upon which major decision and major matrices can be built up in future, and first window is being created to have an insight into the value propositions of the activities and the processes. Please remember this. And finally, either model 1 or model 2, they don't have any, you can say, non-mandate. It means that we have got mandate for both. We can adopt any one of them because my cost accounting standards adopted through the cost auditing standards under section 148 of the Companies Act, we are perfectly you can say responsible to adopt that, or we are perfectly valid to adopt that, and we should adopt that because we need to create value for ourselves and the society. Thank you, friends. Now we will, in the next video, we'll try to discuss the model number 3, that is maturity level number 3, and keep on giving me your feedback because your feedback motivates me, and I always try to give your answers through these videos, and I try to make it as simple as possible. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible because these maturity levels, unless you practically have some exposure towards costing methodologies, possibly it may take some time for you to understand. But believe me, it's a very interesting exercise. So remember, now we are going to build up. Don't miss the next maturity levels. And then whenever anything is there for explanation, please ask your questions. I'll take up in the next video. Thank you very much to all of you, and we'll meet in the maturity level number 3. Keep watching, keep subscribing, and keep sharing. Thank you to all of you.